It starts out a little gross, so brace yourselves for it. His wife comes in asking her fiancé if he's ready, and she asks him if he heard her, that he just froze up all of a sudden. He didn't notice her there, but he's ready all right, saying that he can go with her where she wants. Of course, she wants him to go, it's their wedding after all, so they start to leave. She found the perfect one and she wants that one for their wedding. Yes, that one is quite beautiful. She's all about the decorations, but he's interested in something else. She needs to call his attention, and he can barely look at his wife, but he tells her to pick whatever she wants. She asks him why is he looking outside so much, that he should be focused on her and their wedding. She's absolutely right, and so he tells her that one is the most perfect and that they'll take it. He can't believe what he saw. It can't be. His mind is probably playing tricks on him. It can't be her. He takes his cell phone and starts to call that woman from earlier. She seems very surprised to see that Rodrigo's calling her, and so she answers him. Tess? Is it really her? He can't believe that she's back, and she seems reluctant to tell him, but she says she was transferred back home, and that she had some family issues. She asks him if he's all right. And he starts to ramble that she just left, that she took off without telling him anything. She tells him to wait, that she knows that she shouldn't have done that to him, but she had to choose between him and her career. That was very important to her. He was too. He stops her from saying anything else, that this is water under the bridge now, but he wants to meet her. Sure, they can meet. They can go to that plaza that they always love to go to. And that's just perfect, asking her if they can do it tomorrow morning. She opens up a big smile and agrees. She'll meet him there at 9. She's glad that he called her, that she missed him. They start to hang up, and it's a date then. His fiancée asks him where is he going, and he says that he'll meet a friend today, that they have unfinished business to discuss, and that they'll talk about some partnership. She finds it odd how much cologne he uses to see his friend, and he tells her to please don't be jealous about his business, so he leaves. She knows there's something odd about it. A man suddenly runs into Rodrigo, and he tells his buddy that he's late for a thing right now and that they can talk later. It won't take long. He starts to congratulate him on how beautiful his fiancée is, and he thanks him and asks if he's going to the wedding. Of course, he is, and he uses that as his cue to leave. It looks like he doesn't treasure the beautiful woman that he got. He sees Tess sitting down and goes to her. She immediately stands up and they hug each other. She missed him so much. He begs her not to do this anymore, that she can't leave like that they can't be apart from each other. She knows that. She says that she regrets leaving like that, and he wants them to resume right from where they left off. He quickly takes the panties out from his pocket, asking her if she remembers it. He always kept it closer to him. She tells him to hide that, and she can't believe that he just takes that around with him wherever he goes. They should sit down and talk, so they sit. He starts to tell Tess that it was hell without her around, that he never thought that they'd meet each other again. She's there now. She didn't have any other relationship, and she's glad to know that he waited for her all this time too. Yes, he did. That's good to hear. Telling him that she never stopped loving him. He doesn't want to spend another day without her, asking her if they can meet tomorrow as well. She has a little thing to do on her work today, and she asks him if he wants to make her company tonight. Unfortunately, he can't. He needs to deal with some things tonight, telling her that he promises that he'll be there tomorrow morning. She was hoping to see him at night, but she'll see him tomorrow then. Rodrigo's buddy runs into Tess too, joking about how he's seeing so many familiar faces today. She greets Lucas, asking him how is he today. He's pretty well, asking her what is she doing back there. She probably came to Rodrigo's wedding. What? She doesn't know what he means by that. She saw Rodrigo earlier and he didn't tell her anything about a wedding. That's just how he is. He saw him earlier and he was running, that he's always on the run, so that's probably why he didn't invite. He stops it there, and she says it was great seeing him again, but she's super late and she thanks him for the info. He has no idea what she's talking about, but then it sinks in. She was dating Rodrigo before. Tomorrow morning. He came back. It was already 9 and she had never been late for their dates before. He starts to think that she'll not show up, so he decides to call her. Voicemail. It's past 10 and she hasn't shown up. He's afraid he'll lose her again, so he'll act instead this time. She's very happy that it's their wedding day. He tells her that he needs to do something very important right now, and she has no idea of what he means, that they have to go to the church now. He needs to do this, and he leaves her behind, ignoring her, and then he leaves. She has no idea where is Rodrigo going. He's glad that he found Tess, and she can't help but notice how handsome he's looking, that he's probably going to his wedding. He didn't know that she knew about it already, but that's not important. That's exactly why he came to see her. She scoffs, and she really thought that he loved her, asking him if he came down there to beg her to be his lover. He would never tell her something like that. He wants to explain it to her, but she won't listen to him. He lied to her. Why didn't he tell her that before? She thought that he was waiting for her. He is not married yet, telling Tess that he truly loves her, that there's no one else that he loves more in this life than her. If he really wanted her back, he wouldn't show up just to ask her this. He could have ended his charade earlier. This shows that he doesn't want to be alone, and she tells him to marry that other woman and don't leave her. He knows she'll regret this, but he'll do just that. That's not at all what she wanted. He comes back home, and he didn't know that Lucas was there, asking him what he wants. Emily called him saying that he was missing. She started to think that he wouldn't show up. Did he truly see it, or was he seeing things? There was nothing to see. He was plucking something out of Emily's hair. They should go now, they're late to their own wedding. They better do this already, and she asks him why that long face when they're about to get married. People are shouting for them, and that's when Tess shows up crying out for Rodrigo. She came back because if he was telling her the truth, she wants for him to stop that wedding and be with her. Emily freaks out, and rightfully so. He tells Emily that woman's Tess, the woman he loves the most in this life. They can't be doing this at the church's door, right? She asks him if he'll stay or come with her, and Emily wants to know what he'll say. He apologizes to Emily, but he can't stay with her. He doesn't love her, he always loved Tess. She can't believe that he's doing that right at the church's door, saying these things to her. They leave, and Lucas tells Emily that she's already dressed as a bride and he's looking sharp. He asks her if she'll marry him, and the audience tells her to do it. She's not so sure, and he basically tells her to come on. I mean, she lost one, and got one. She'll marry him. When you truly love someone, time, distance, or anyone can stop you.